Alright guys, it's the 1st of August. I'm back in here on the food plot working on it, and it's just me today. I'm going to do kind of the second spray. I just got done weed eating some of the, kind of a lot of the more bigger stem, kind of bushy plants. It killed them, don't get me wrong, they were dying, but like they were just still standing up, and you know, I wanted to get them on the ground, get them cut in half, and get them rotting a little bit before we go to plant here in a couple weeks. So I weed eated what I could, and then of course I ran out of string, didn't bring any with me, so I got about 3/4 of it done or so, which is good enough. But I'm gonna go back in now and just kind of spray everything again. For the most part, I'm not going to spray it as hard as I did the first time, just more or less kind of spot spray the places that really need it. I'd say we got a good 80% or more kill on the first one, so shouldn't require a whole lot, like I said. But I'm gonna get in there and spray. I just filled up the backpack sprayer here. Shouldn't really need much more than, I mean, it held 4 gallons, so maybe one round to do it, if not 2. But yeah, it looks really good in there. Deer hammering in there. I just put some corn out and got a mineral lick that's been there, and man, they've been hammering it for sure. But I think they'll really start to hammer it obviously when I get some good food in there for them. So this should be my last time visiting this area, except maybe to put some corn out before I plant. Like I said, it's first couple days of August right now. I'm gonna do this spray, and then probably in the next 10 or 12 days, just kind of play it by the weather. When we get a good forecast of rain, I'm gonna come in here and try to plant everything. So we'll see how it does. It's done really well so far. Obviously I've not planted yet, but we got the kill, got it limed, I think pretty good. I'm gonna do maybe even another soil test before I plant, because I put some pelletized lime out about a month or 2 ago, and my soil test was a few weeks ago, so it might have changed since then. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it here. It's dry today, cooled down a little bit actually, so shouldn't be too bad. So I'm gonna get going.
What's up, guys? It is August 19th. I believe it's just about the hottest day of the year so far. If it ain't, it's darn near it. It was 93 in my truck when I got out, and just still no wind. I mean, it's miserable out here. But today I'm out here in this food plot I'm doing. I'm going to try to show you somewhat step by step how I did it. Definitely what you'd consider a poor man's plot, no-till method. All I've used is a 4-gallon backpack sprayer. I'm going to be using a little chest spreader here. Used a weed eater once to try to get out some of the bigger brush, and going to drive my truck over it when I'm done trying to pack these seeds in at the end of today. So that's really all I've used. I came in here about 2 months ago and threw out, I think it was 150 pounds of pelletized lime. I knew the soil test would come back low, so I did that about middle of June, and then I think like the first week or 2 of July I got a soil test. It read like 5.9, I think, pH, gave me the nutrients I need, all that good stuff. So the pelletized lime didn't really have time to work, but I'm assuming it brought it up a little bit. But while I was here today, I actually I sprayed with my sprayer some of the Domain elbow grease, some pH booster, just to kind of further help it along. I've not tested it today. I'm thinking about taking a soil sample with me home just to kind of get an idea of where it might be before this elbow grease kind of kicks in. But I'm expecting it to be in the low 6s probably. And this stuff's supposed to help raise it by half or one whole number pH. So should be good. Like I said, it's not exact, and it is what it is. What's up, guys? It is September 2nd. You can see behind me here, I'm here at the food plot. I just brought my phone today. I forgot to even bring my camcorder, but yeah, it's as you can see, it's pretty darn bare. There's nothing growing. I'd have to look back on the date. It's about, I don't know, right around 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks to the day, I came in here and planted my Brassica mix and that little bit of clover, and it has not rained one drop since then. It's exactly 20 days since it last rained in this area, so very, very, very dry, which, you know, in one way, nothing else is coming up. The weeds ain't growing, which is okay, but I'd say my Brassica seeds, or turkeys have ate them, or they're, I don't know, maybe they'll come up. I really don't know, being dormant for that long, just sitting here, but maybe they will. But regardless, I had bought a 40-pound bag of oats I was going to throw. The plan was, when I planted, it was showing rain that night. It never did rain, of course, but I was going to come in about this time. I was going to wait a couple weeks, kind of see some bare spots and maybe where it didn't germinate too well, and I was going to fill it in with those oats. But as you can see, that's everywhere right now. So I'm gonna plant some oats today. Let me see if I got it right here. I'll show you. I've got these right here. If I can get it out here. Hold on one second. I've got these right here. That's forage oats from Domain. And I actually bought, I'm gonna throw some of these out too. My Brassica mix had a bunch of turnips, but like I said, I'm assuming these turkeys about ate all these seeds. I didn't really pack them in or anything. I just kind of broadcast it on top of this dirt, and there's been just tons of turkey in here every day for the last 2 weeks. So I'd say they ate a good bit of them. But yeah, so we're gonna broadcast that in here. I'm gonna throw a little more nitrogen down. I didn't have much with me last time. I got another 50-pound bag. I'm gonna throw it out, throw out the rest of this seed, and just pray for rain. I mean, you can see behind me, there's some clouds in the sky showing a chance of rain, but you know, whether it does or not, we'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the ground and see what happens. Pray for some rain. All right, well, we just got done planting everything here. Like I said, planted it was a 1/6 of an acre little container of turnips, and then set up to a 1/2 acre of forage oats. This sorry, I'm out of breath. This plot's a little over a 1/2 acre, so I figured it worked out all right. And I already planted, I might have overseeded. I'm just kind of banking on this first plant to have a very, very low germination rate, so I just went back over it and figured oats couldn't really hurt anything. But I did see a few little sprouts of some of the Brassica mix I planted in here, which is good. But like I said, I don't know how much survived between the turkey grazing and just 2 weeks of straight heat on it. So I'm gonna go over it in the truck real quick, just somewhat pack it in best I can. I'm gonna spend 5 or 10 minutes just kind of driving over this whatnot. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to run over every square inch of it, but every little bit I get might help a little bit. So we're gonna go over it and hope for some rain. I'll update you all here in a few weeks. Hopefully this turned out well. Like I said, it's hard to do anything with the lack of rain, but it wasn't because we didn't try. So let's see how it does. It's October 5th today, and wanted to update you on the food plot, which it looks so much better than what I thought it would. Be honest, I had a trail camera on the end of this food plot. It didn't really, you could barely see just hardly any of this plot, to be honest. I could tell that it was getting green out there behind it, but I really couldn't tell how good it looked until I got here today. I haven't been here in a few weeks, but it looks awesome, man. I mean, to be no machinery at all. I mean, we drove trucks out here, I guess, and we tried to pack it in one day, which, again, that was before it was a huge drought for weeks. But backpack sprayer, spreader, took a weed eater to it once. That's all you need. Obviously, put some fertilizer and stuff, and tried to be as focused as I could as far as getting it out before rain and that kind of thing, which, like I said, it was a complete drought, so it didn't really matter. But I'm going to turn the camera around. I got my phone today. I didn't pack my camcorder back here. Packed my blind and a block I put out in front of my camera. But yeah, I'm going to turn it around here and let you all see exactly how good this food plot turned out.
And we got the radish and turnips coming up everywhere, kale and rape, clover coming underneath it. Some of the bare spots got rye, and oats that I had planted in there coming up, and man, it looks really, really good. I mean, look at that. Half-acre plot, no real machinery whatsoever. That's what you get. Awesome, awesome. So yeah, guys, didn't do as much filming on this as I would have liked to. Just got busy and was doing it by myself. But man, I mean, I tried watching videos on really how to get this squared away. I spent hours on YouTube trying to figure out the best route to do this. But I figured at the end of the day, just kind of trial and error, taking what I did gather and just kind of hoping for the best is really what I did. And it turned out awesome. I mean, like I said, there's some spots that are 18 inches, 24 inches tall. And it's first week of October, so hoping it don't mature too early. Again, I don't really know the timetable and whatnot, but it came in very, very thick, way thicker than I thought it would. Which when I make this video, honestly, I don't really remember the exact date. So when I kind of came in here and did everything, so I'll chop it to where you can kind of see step by step how I did it. But I mean, probably the worst year possible to try to start a food plot. It was, I think it was the month of August, not July. I think it was August was one of the driest months in Kentucky history. I think it was second driest August in Kentucky history. So despite all that, for this plot to look this good, I am stoked. And not to mention, and I'll put a couple pictures on here. Once I planted the oats in here, I had a group of 20 plus turkey in here every day for hours picking at that seed. So I guess which I can tell, I mean, there's not a whole lot of oats really came up. I guess they got most of those seeds where they're larger seeds, you know, but the Big Sexy from Domain, which like I said, it has rape and kale, radish, turnip, all that good stuff. It came up awesome. Highly recommend that. I mean, again, I don't know anything about it. My first try, little to no rain, and it still came in way better than I thought it would. So yeah, hopefully this will help you all. Again, I'm no expert by no means, but kind of show you exactly what I did, and it worked. It worked great. Whether the deer eat it or not, I'm not sure. My camera had been dead the last little bit over here, so I haven't really been able to monitor it too well. But and like I said, my camera's on one end over here. I'm gonna stick another camera here soon, kind of out in the middle of this plot to monitor it a little better. But yeah, that's our finished product. It turned out absolutely awesome. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.